Well, from dumb protesters to designer ketchup stains, we got the biggest strips in the news on In Case You Missed It. Rick Schoen was running for mayor of Winnipeg, Canada. He made a speech announcing his plan to reduce bicycle theft. And 82 minutes later, his bicycle was stolen.
No.
You can't make this stuff up.
Yeah.
His plan now includes the death penalty for bicycle thieves.
Yeah.
Hey, that's what he gets for trying to put bicycle thieves out of work. I just want to apologize to Winnipeg if this story makes the city sound bad. Hey, but look at it this way. In New York City, keeping your bicycle for 82 minutes would be a new world record.
That would do it, yeah.
Yeah. Now, from our Whatever Floats Your Boat desk comes this story out of Panama. A company called Ocean Builders created a $1.5 million self-sustaining, eco-restorative floating house called the Sea Pod. It's kept afloat by metal tubes full of air, well, theoretically, because during the big unveiling with all the people watching and the cameras rolling, there was a Titanic malfunction. The pod started filling with water, and the Sea Pod began tilting sideways, and VIPs rushed to flee the sinking house. I imagine much like you saw congressional Democrats fleeing their houses this week. Anyway.
Yeah.
Well, the makers, a little slow on the uptake out there, but they finally coming around. The makers tried to slant the story by assuring the media that the Sea Pod is eco-friendly, so there was zero contamination to the marine environment.
Sure.
And that's good, because if my house started sinking into the ocean, my first thought would be, boy, I sure hope this doesn't make the fish sick. Really? Well, there have been some idiotic protests lately, from throwing soup at a Van Gogh to dumping milk on a supermarket floor and then crying about it. But we may have found some even dumber protesters. I say we may have. Police in Bournemouth, England, were called when a drunken man staged a protest outside a hotel. He was lying down on the sidewalk protesting because the hotel refused to let him into his room. The cops took him away. Not to jail. No. They took him to the hotel down the street that he was actually checked into.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
And Keith, I'm so sorry to have to keep repeating this disclaimer, but no, it was not Hunter Biden. It was not.
I knew it was coming. I knew it was coming,
Yeah. Well, in Paris, some green activists protested by gluing their hands to the street. But the cops there knew that the kind of glue they had didn't stick to the surface, so they just yanked their hands off of it. And I watch this. See that girl? She's completely unharmed. But now I want you to watch this guy. He's going to fake being injured. Oh! Now there's a Frenchman who learned how to act by watching Jerry Lewis movies. This is the Jesse Smollett of Paris, I think. Anyway, speaking of weird, and especially weird ketchup news, a woman in Dundee, England, got all shook up when she looked in the bottom of her McDonald's ketchup packet and she saw the face of Elvis. Yeah, right there.
Oh, man. That's him.
It does look like him, honestly. Would you dip your French fry into Elvis? I don't think so.
I don't think so, no.
No, I mean, that's a sacred thing there. You just don't do that. Anyway, here's the word you've been looking for. Finally.
Yes.
Finally, our video of the week. Fergie the camel lives in an animal rescue in Las Vegas, and she loves French fries.
Aww.
She'd have dipped hers in Elvis ketchup. Anyway, she must have been in the French Foreign Legion. I bet she was. So her handler regularly walks her through the drive-thru at In-N-Out Burger for fries. Look at that. I mean, this really happens. Now, it does seem strange here, but this is what all fast food drive-thrus in the Middle East do look like, right? Anyway, the camel is such a loyal customer.
Wow.
I think they ought to give her free fries on Hump Day. What do you think?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah?
And I would be a little concerned about following a camel through the drive-thru.
I would go in front of the camel.
Yes, it's kind of
Never
like following a horse or a cow.
behind.
There's just certain things you don't want to run into there.
Well, having walked a mile for that camel joke, we're going to end it right there. But remember, until next time, we read the news. If you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, I hope you will now. The button is just below this video, and there's a little bell next to it. If you click on those, YouTube will reluctantly start letting you know when we've got a new video uploaded.